Welcome, my people. Listen, I'm gassed today. I am gassed today. Straight to it. If you've seen anything in the past from this podcast, you'll know that I'm a person who believes in creating your own opportunities, or at least adding to your skill set and showcasing it so it's easier for you to get picked. So what I've done is I have created a character with abilities and all these types of things, and I'm going to create a short film. Well, no, not that I'm going to. I've written my first short film. There's the spoiler. But basically what I've done is I have created a story or a character who's going to showcase a lot of the abilities that I would like to show in something that I get in the future. I've always wanted to be an action star of some sort, or at least fight in a film. So instead of me having to convince a casting director that I can be that person, I'm going to show you. So, without further ado, I present to you my very first short film, Window of Opportunity. Which, I can't lie, it feels mad holding something like this in your hand, because even though I did it, when you get your first job and they put the script in your hand, nothing feels more real than that moment. You're like, okay, this is it. And I think there's a different type of feeling to holding it in your hand as opposed to reading it off your screen or your phone or something like that, right? And it's just making me more and more excited. I'm proud of myself for doing it. I was scared to write something, and I'm proud that I just took the risk to do it. We're in this time right now where there's no jobs for anyone, so this is a time for us to be creating and making more stuff to help us not feel like how we're feeling right now. If we feel like we're not getting enough auditions and stuff, it's easy to point the finger. So let's reel it in and see what we can do. If we can do the absolute most to get to that point. And that's why I did this. I created this short film to basically highlight some of the skills that I have, acting wise, physically. And I also wanted to showcase my pen game, because it's easy to get judged. What's the saying? Don't judge a book by its cover. So it's easy to get judged when you put one thing of you to the world. They think that's all you can do, and that really goes across all different types of industry. So this is my first attempt at gaining the respect from all different parts of the industry. I don't want you to just see me as an actor. I want you to see me as this guy's a talented individual or creative. He can do many things. And holding this right now, it gets me gassed, because I've sent it to I sent it to a few people. I sent it to a few of the actors that I'd like to get involved, and not to toot my own horn, I was just surprised at how much they liked it, because it's like one of my first things writing. And when I kind of just gave the idea of what it was and that kind of thing, everyone was like, well, to be fair, yeah, everyone was like, this is great, I can't wait to get involved. And they want to be involved in, like, you know, the aspects of filming and maybe editing the story at little points. And I actually want them to bring a part of themselves into this, so that this can be a way for them to showcase their best talent, so that they can use this as showreel material also. And let me just, you know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read out just a little bit about it. So while I was writing the synopsis, this is just a quick little thing, right? So, Window of Opportunity is a tale of redemption. A grassroots English boxing story highlighting one man's journey to getting back the life he once had. It's a short film based in one location, highlighting a pivotal point in the whole story to create intrigue. I want to leave many unanswered questions so that the viewers want to know more. And the reason I chose a boxing film was because boxing changed my life. It gave me a great sense of, it allowed me to be more motivated, determined, driven when it comes to just attacking different things. And I can't lie, when you start getting better at it, it makes you feel good, man. You don't realize the kind of way it sculpts your body and stuff like that when you're just focused on drilling, getting drills and stuff. But it's great. It has such a great effect on you mentally and physically. And I just wanted to showcase the beauty of how it impacted my life and put it out there again to the world. This is a great year for boxing. You know, some of the fights we've had this year is really putting boxing back on the map, and I feel like it's time that the UK had a real grassrooted boxing film which has legs to go on, just like the Rocky franchise, right? I'm gassed. I can't. Another thing, no, not even another thing. So like, I think I mentioned this already, but if I'm going to speak a bit more into depth about why I'm doing this, it's very difficult for all actors right now, as you know, and it's very difficult for all actors right now because of what's happening in the industry. And I am a firm, I believe in quality of life over everything. And I know that the struggles and the cons of this job means there's times where you can't afford to do things. You can't make certain decisions that you want to do. There's a lot of cons whilst you're on your road to becoming the actor or the person that you want to be in this industry. And I want to know if there's more for me, but I don't want to go out of the industry. I feel like I have a lot more to my arsenal than just acting. So I want to see what else is out there, whether it be directing or writing scripts, stuntman, I don't know, but I want to keep everything in the industry to stay in love with it. Because I've said before, it's when it comes to rejection, I just charge it to the game because I've heard no more times than I've heard yes. And yeah, I can be like, oh, I'll charge it to the game, whatever. But realistically, I'm only human. Like, it will take its toll eventually, if it hasn't already. And I love this stuff, so I just don't want to stop doing it and then have to go into something completely different that I don't like and I hate life and I don't want to be in that position anymore. I want to try and keep the ball rolling, the wheels turning, so I can do this for the rest of my life. And sometimes it's about reading between the lines. And I think I'm a good actor. I think I'm a great actor when it comes to certain things. I feel like I can really make it in this acting thing. But sometimes you can miss out on your true blessing, because acting could have been the thing that got me into the industry, but directing could be my calling. How will I know unless I kind of venture out to see what these things are? And that is what this is the beginning of. And I'm so excited. What you'll be seeing from, like, just as you watch more and more of these, I'm going to dedicate specific episodes just to this. I'm going to show you the actors, me creating the team, what goes into that, the process whilst we're filming, problems that occur. I want to showcase all of the things that happen whilst trying to get this over the line. I've never done this before. If anything, I'm one of the instruments to make the whole thing go, and I'm the actor. Understanding the production side and the staff, the crew's aspects. I know it's going to be a lot of work, and I know it can be difficult, but I'm excited, man, because anyhow this comes out and it gets the traction I want, amazing. If it doesn't get the traction I want, I'm going to get good clips out of this, not just for myself, but for everyone who's involved, so that when it comes to them always thinking, oh, I haven't got enough in my show reel, oh, I need to go and do this, maybe my friend's doing something, let me just do that just so I have something on my show reel. When you make those decisions out of desperation, you don't always get the best out of it. So I want to create something that not only I'm proud of, everyone who's involved will be proud of, and it can help us to get to the next stage, you know? So that's what Window of Opportunity is about, and I'm gassed to get going with it, man. Do you know what? It gives me hope knowing that there's another way or another means of striving in this industry. There's another way than for me to enjoy what I'm doing, and it's not just acting. There's more to it, and I'm gassed, man. So, yeah. Oh, yes. And another thing that I'm going to be showcasing is the preparation that I'm going to be doing to get really into the character, which means training, meeting certain people to to take inspiration from them to create the character, all sorts of aspects to just loads of ways for me to learn. Number one, as an actor, you should always be learning and adding more to the skill set so that the character's just gonna bang. I'm so gassed right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read it again, and then I'm gonna start laying down the plan for who do I need to get involved to get us over the line, and to see when this can actually be done. I think this could be done. I think it could be done a lot quicker than I think, and I think it will be easier. But you'll meet certain people that I've got it coming onto the show to interview, and their road has not been easy. One project that I was in once upon a time was called Trust, and I'm gonna let you talk to a good friend of mine who's the person who wrote it, directed it, and starred in it, called Kush Berlin. And when he tells you the ups and downs of what it took, it might deter people from doing it altogether. But the fact that he still wants to, that's the point of this whole thing I'm doing. Not getting knocked down all the time, but still here. I can't wait for you to just be on this journey with me, guys. But I'm gonna get back to work. And yeah, it's another episode of An Actor's Life with me. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Peace and love. Mwah.